Welcome to the fourth module. I hope that you learned something valuable in the last module where you learned Polly Pocket, and I hope you're excited to learn the Charleston and why it is so important to shuffling. So let's get into it. So one of the reasons that the Charleston is really important is because it lays the foundation for a lot of the smaller but fast and intricate shuffle moves that we do more located with just our feet as opposed to like our whole upper body that we would do with the Polly Pocket. The Charleston is going to really set you up on those like mini moves that you do with your feet. So really honing in on that and understanding that will help you so much moving forward for all of the other cutting shapes moves. Another reason that the Charleston is important is because it teaches you that musicality is so important. I see a lot of people who really get off beat with the Charleston because they're not really understanding how it's supposed to feel, and it kind of can like take them away from the counts and the music later on. So this is going to really help you learn how to do those quick movements and stay on beat so that you can progress and do faster, harder cutting shapes moves while also staying on beat with the music. Another reason that the Charleston is important is because it teaches you that mind and body connection is really important. Like I said, the Charleston is more just like lower body movements. Yes, your upper body needs to be engaged, but it's really located in like here and down. And you really need to have that mind and body connection in order to be doing it efficiently and confidently, because if you're looking down at your feet, you're not using your mind and body connection. Our mind and body connection is when we're able to move through the movement and understand how it's supposed to feel rather than depending on how it looks. So the Charleston really teaches you that because you will get stopped up on your feet if you're looking down for the Charleston. A couple more reasons that I think that it's important is because it is such an easy move, but it's going to prepare you for a lot of other harder moves. There's a lot of other moves like toe taps, toe zigzags, diamonds, things like that you can really like advance on, but I do suggest starting with the Charleston. And the last reason that I think that the Charleston is really important is because it starts teaching you how to do different things with your body at once. Yes, when we do the Polly Pocket, we are doing opposite things with our body, but with the Charleston, you're really like inverting your legs in ways that might not feel natural, so you're really kind of setting yourself up on that level of success to really understand how the Charleston works and how it's supposed to feel. So let's hop into the tutorial. So I want you to get familiar with a couple of ballet positions that we're going to talk about. The first one is fifth position, and fifth position is where you turn one leg outwards and you have the other one also outwards, but you're going to connect your heel to your toe. So you can see my heel, my front heel is connected to my back toe. You're kind of making like a piece of pie. This is fifth position. Fourth position is if you were to do exactly this, but you just scoot your leg a little bit forward. So you kind of have this like gap. This is fourth position. Okay, so just kind of familiarize with yourself with these two positions before moving forward. So kind of the gist that I want you to start thinking about is just bringing this leg up and down, up, down, up, down. Kind of think that there's something on the floor and you're kind of kicking it up. So now do this like, kick it up, kick it up, kick it up, right? It does feel a little bit awkward at first if you've never done it before because you're kind of inverting a little bit, and that's just not natural on our body. So your knee is ever so slightly coming this way and your foot's coming out. So when I do the Charleston, I prefer to do it in fourth position. So I like to kind of cut through this space when we have it a little bit open. I do see some people who come straight to fifth every time they do a Charleston. It's not my thing. I think it looks a little bit tighter. I like to have my Charleston look a little bit looser and flowier. So for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to do fourth position. The first thing I want you to do is I want this leg, your front leg, to come inwards. Kind of like we would do a T-step. So we're just going to come in. This is all this leg's doing. In. 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 From the back. Twist. 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 Now, the leg that is not doing that, it's kind of crossing over. So you can see I'm starting in fourth position, my front leg twists, and as I do that, my back leg comes up. So you kind of get this motion. My knees come together, and my feet are outwards. Knees come together. Together. So instead of just landing here, we're going to cross back over and land in fourth. Okay, so let's go back. Our knees come in. We land in fourth. From this side, our knees go in. We land in fourth. from the back. Our knees go in, we land in fourth. Now if we were to keep that going, we're here in fourth, we're gonna do it again. We go in, fourth, right? So when we come in, both of my knees are bent. They stay pretty bent the whole time. I'm never locking my legs out with the Charleston. They're staying bent. So we start in a slight plie, boom, bending. My knees are bent, my knees are bent, bent. I am keeping my weight on the balls of my feet, like I always talk about in all the past modules. My weight is pretty much staying on the balls of my feet because that's going to really help me add that bounce to the Charleston that you probably see a lot. There is a slight bounce, but it's not a jump. It's a bounce, boom, slight. So you can do as many as you want forward. You can go all the way forward if you want. You can go all the way back, whatever you feel like doing in the moment. Let's talk about counts really quick. So when we're rooted into the floor, that's when we're on the actual count numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it? When we're up in this position, that's on the and. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. So kind of think it. 1, and 4, and 5. 6, 7, okay? When I am on those and counts and I'm kind of here, I'm kind of lifting my weight up a little bit. And you can see that this foot, I raise it just a little bit to kind of add some height. So I'm kind of lifting up, coming down, lifting up, coming down. Bring it back, I lift it up, lift it up. Just a little bit, you wanna lift that heel up. So that way you can add that height effect. Arms are kind of like how we would do with the Polly Pocket. Arms are kind of the same. Opposite arm, opposite leg. When my right leg comes over, I use my left arm, switch, switch, switch. Play with it. Arms are really easy for the Charleston because you really don't have to, it'll come natural, kind of like walking opposite arm, opposite leg. It'll be the same thing with the Charleston. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So that is all that I have for the Charleston. The Charleston is a really, really easy move. This move has been around for a really long time and there's tons of different ways that you can do it and add your own flair into it, which I really encourage you to do. Start with this and then you can really have fun with like the diamonds, the toe drags, a bunch of different things that you can do. So I hope that this helped you in any way and I will see you in the next module, the last module, where we're gonna go over the basic pump spin. I'll see you there.